This is the running emulator. This is a neuromuscular, movement-specific, resistance-specific strength training machine for sprinters. So this was a very complicated machine to design and to make. It's got a lot of parts in it. Right now we're just going to talk about how it was designed to function and how it adjusts. If you want to know more details about how I accomplish all this and why I'm doing certain things, you can read about that in the copy underneath this video. But for now, let's see how this sets up for each individual. There are two different workouts to do on the running emulator. There is a leg and lower body workout. And then there's a arm and upper body workout. I have to break these up and get you to do these individually, because if you did this all at once, you would run out of energy in about 10 seconds and you wouldn't get very much done. Now, there's a very simple premise behind this concept of movement-specific resistance. And movement-specific resistance is it's still an emulator. A sports emulator is a machine that forces you to emulate the same movement you would use if you're playing a sport, whether it's throwing something, swinging something, or running. So this machine allows you to perform your running movement. I'm just putting resistance on your hands and your feet in every direction that you are moving them. That is the difference between this and the stuff you do in the gym. This does not replace gym workouts, although it can reduce the amount of time you spend in the gym trying to strengthen running muscles. So now we're going to take a closer look at how this is adjusted for each individual and how you adjust the resistance for each arm and each leg. These are the foot cradles. This is what your feet get strapped into. So we've got adjustable straps here that will accommodate someone who's got a 16 size shoe, all the way down to someone who's got a 6 size shoe. Now on the top end of the foot cradle, I've got two rollers down here. The rollers are on the front only because sprinters run on their toes. Sprinters don't let their heels touch the ground when they're running. So this is helping you to emulate what you would do if you're sprinting. Now, both foot cradles will adjust out here and this way to accommodate athletes that are different sizes. Bigger guys are going to have a wider foot spread, and you need to be able to accommodate those guys. So this adjusts out, that adjusts out. This allows the machine to adjust to you instead of you having to adjust to the machine. This piece of tube here is my leg extension tube, and that is attached to the foot cradles. So when I move my feet back and forth, you can see that it's moving inside, it's moving up and down inside the leg roller bearing housing. That's this guy. Now there's a solid axle that goes through this, and it's attached to this plate out here. Also, when I'm moving this, you'll see this plate moving up and down. On the plates, you will see a nitrogen gas cylinder. This is kind of like a shock absorber, the type you would see on the tailgate of a hatchback or something. So in order to make my resistance higher, I'm going to move this guy out in this direction. And this is the gas cylinder that is used to create the resistance for me going forward. This is the gas cylinder that's used to create the resistance for me to come backwards. So this allows me to isolate those two movements and increase or decrease the resistance as needed. This whole assembly right here, this is called the leg roller assembly, from here to here, this moves up and down. Why? Because when I'm setting you up on this, I need to get this axle lined up with your hip joint. Since your legs are moving like this, I need this lined up here to create the kind of resistance you would experience if you're running. Being able to adjust this up and down on these uprights allows me to do that. In order to do the upper body workout, I'm going to move the armrest here. I'm going to pull these guys over here. Now, these are my handles for my arms. They are adjustable. This is adjustable for this part of my arm. This is adjustable for this part of my arm. On this machine, this axle is fixed, so you actually have to move your body down towards where this axle is. The process of resistance is the same. These are nitrogen gas cylinder. Here's my plate. In order to increase my resistance, I have to move this attachment out this way. Same thing with this one. So let me get my shoulders down in the right spot. that's how that works. When these are not being used, they get to be moved over here. So those are the basic adjustments for individuals. There's also an adjustment chart and a workout chart that comes with this that allows you to keep your adjustments on here and also keep track of your workouts, how much resistance you've got and how many reps you're doing and the date. Now that I've got the machine adjusted for me, got my feet strapped in, it's time to do a workout. I'm going to start by just rolling on my toes a few times just to introduce my brain to some of this resistance, and then I'm going to move into my running phase. And I'm going to do 20 reps with each leg. That's it. That's how long it takes for 20 reps on each leg. The upper body workout and these levers here, these have some unique qualities to them. Some runners run like this, and this is an extremely wasteful kind of a motion. It's kind of like, it's like vibration in a motor. If you're not running like this, then you're not running as fast as you can run. This moves your momentum from one side of your body to the other. Same thing with your legs. On this machine, if you do this, this is designed to break down. So if I'm on this and I'm doing my arm workout, and I'm doing this, you see these guys breaking down? When you're doing this correctly, there's no breakdown, and this axle stays in one spot right here, just like that. So now I'm going to do a full workout for someone who's training for a 100-meter race. I'm going to do 20 reps with each arm. And this is how long it takes me to do this workout. And this is a very low resistance rate. So I'm going to squat down. I'm going to look in the mirror, and I'm watching myself in the mirror to make sure I'm not doing this stuff too. So that's it. So first day you do this, you do 2 sets of what I just did there, arms and legs. Second day you do it, you do 3 sets. Third day you do it, you do 4 sets. And then after that, the next few days, you stay there. Again, we're trying to strengthen the small muscles before we start raising the resistance up too much. So this is the type of workout you can actually do in the morning and the evening if you have access to a machine. And it will not tire you out. This will get you jacked up as opposed to what you feel after you're doing a gym workout. That tires you out. This takes you in the opposite direction. This sends a lot more electrical current to multiple muscles and multiple synapses. And the neurological effect is just like a buzz. You get a buzz from doing this. So just like doing your leg workout, you're going to start with low resistance here. And instead of increasing your resistance gradually, you're going to increase your reps. So you might start off with 10 reps with each arm, or 15, and then you got to work your way up to 20 for each arm and each leg. And when you do that, once you get there, you need to stay there for about 3 or 4 workouts before you start increasing your resistance. And once the resistance increases, you're going to drop back on your repetitions a little bit. So there are also multiple ways to use this. For some athletes, they'll do a leg workout, pull these guys over, and then do their arm set, and then move them out of the way and go back and do a leg workout. What works for one person is not going to work for everybody else. At least with this running emulator, you have the choice of doing that together if you want. Since this workout up here is a fraction as stressful and energy consuming as a leg workout, it doesn't really take away much from your rest period. It still helps to rest some in between sets, but you don't need as long of a rest as you would if you're lifting weights. So that's the basic process of how the Run Emulator works. If you have the opportunity to come down and get on this, check it out. Wear your gym shorts. The very first day you use this, you're going to feel a difference in your performance level.